Well, we've done it. We have spent 15 explainers digging into the super complex world of software license audits in global M&A. And now? Now it's time to connect all the dots. In this final review, we're going to bring everything we've learned together into one clear picture. Let's get right into it.
Okay, before we jump in, we have to get this out of the way, because it's really important. What you're about to see is a summary, and it's all based on the fantastic research report from Virtualization Options, LLC. This is here to help you understand the landscape, but it is absolutely not legal advice. It comes with no warranty, and honestly, we've only scratched the surface of what's in the full report. Think of this as your map, but for the actual journey, you're always going to need a professional guide.
And with that covered, I just have to take a moment and say, seriously, well done. You've made it through 15 chapters of some pretty dense, complicated stuff. That commitment, that's what it takes to really get a handle on this topic, so a huge congratulations for making it all the way here. So here's our game plan for this review. We're going to do a quick flyby of the foundational concepts, then look at what happens when you're executing a deal, cover the long-term strategy, and we'll wrap it all up with the single most important takeaway from this entire series. Think of this as our final tour of the massive landscape we've explored together. We're going to connect all those pieces of the puzzle and put them together into one big, cohesive picture. Let's start right at the beginning. The first 5 explainers were all about building a solid foundation. This is where we laid down the core principles that literally everything else is built on top of. We kicked things off in Chapter 1 by asking, what is a software audit really, and what kicks one off? Then Chapter 2 took us on a world tour, exploring just how messy things get with different international laws. And Chapter 3 zeroed in on how M&A transactions put all of your licenses right under a microscope. These first 3 chapters were really the fundamental what and why of this whole topic. And this image right here, it perfectly captures the challenge from Chapter 2. A software license isn't just one document. It's a tangled web of obligations that changes completely when you cross a border. Trying to navigate that legal patchwork between the US, the EU, and Asia is a huge challenge, because every region has its own rules and its own way of doing things.
So from there, Chapters 4 and 5 got us moving from theory into action. Chapter 4 was all about playing good defense, getting your house in order before an audit notice ever shows up. Then Chapter 5 got into the nitty-gritty legal steps for notifying vendors when licenses are changing hands.
This timeline from Chapter 5 shows something so critical. Transferring a license isn't a single event. It's a whole process that gets woven through the entire M&A lifecycle. You've got assessment before the deal, getting consent, sending formal notices after it closes, and then reviewing everything once you're integrated. It needs constant attention. All right, foundation set. Our next block of explainers, Chapters 6 through 10, was all about the heat of the moment, the practical stuff you need to do while the deal is actually going down. This section was pretty much the core playbook. Chapter 6 was all about due diligence, that crucial process of digging in and finding every single software asset the other company has. Chapter 7 really hammered home the idea that your best defense is rigorous documentation. And Chapter 8 took that earlier talk about international law and went way deeper into specific regional rules you're going to face. Then, Chapters 9 and 10 gave us the tools for the job. Chapter 9 laid out the playbook for what to do when that audit letter actually arrives, how to manage the process. And Chapter 10 looked at the tech side of things, like software asset management tools that can automate a lot of this and help you stay compliant all the time. The final block of explainers, Chapters 11 to 15, look past the closing date. This was all about mastering the long game, because let's be real, compliance doesn't just stop when the papers are signed. So here, we looked at the other side of the coin in Chapter 11. What happens when you sell part of your business and have to untangle all those licenses? Chapter 12 was about getting proactive, with strategies to stop problems before they start. And Chapter 13 tackled the huge job of post-merger integration, when you have to somehow merge 2 totally different software worlds into one. Finally, we brought it all home with strategy. Chapter 14 was about the art of managing your vendor relationships, because how you talk and negotiate with them is so important. And Chapter 15 wrapped up the whole series with best practices for building a real, sustainable, long-term compliance program. Turning it from a panic-inducing fire drill into just a normal part of doing business. So that was our whirlwind tour of 15 pretty deep explainers. But now I want to boil all of that information down to the single most important rule of all. If you walk away from this entire series remembering just one thing, what should it be? After all this complexity, all these details, what's the one thing that's totally non-negotiable?
And the answer brings us right back to where we started. The single most important rule is to remember what this information is for. It's a framework, a guide to help you understand the terrain. But just like the source report says loud and clear, it is not legal advice.
And that means your most critical step, the absolute foundation of your entire compliance strategy, is to always consult qualified legal professionals. They get the specific laws where you do business. They understand the tiny nuances in those license agreements. This isn't just a friendly suggestion. It is the cornerstone of managing your business responsibly in this high-stakes world.
Our entire 15-part journey has been guided by the incredible research from Virtualization Options LLC. A massive thank you to them, and an even bigger thank you to you for coming along for the ride. I really hope this final review helped connect all the pieces for you. See you in the next explainer.